Bonjour. I am a little bit late. And by a little bit, I mean really late. First things first, time to have a cuppa. I'll have a biscuit while people are joining. A good dunk. Oh, hey Stephen. Yeah, you've got to have a tea and a biscuit first. I'm not sure if this one's a good dunking biscuit. And it doesn't really add a lot to the biscuit experience. Yeah. Let me go back a bit. There we go. Right. How's the view? Is good biscuit? Not sure it benefits from dunking. No, sadly not. I think it's a bit better if it doesn't. This fabric, my lovely fabric, is from the EMF festival, and I'm going to it again. It runs every 2 years. So there's one this year, 16th to 19th of July, which I will be going to, and I'll probably make some content there. It's partly how I was like, yes, I can go to EMF because I'll make content. It's a business expense. But this fabric is from the one last time in 2024. Because this was like on all the banners and things, and I was like, well, that's really cool. And because it turned out you could buy the fabric of it, and so I did. I bought some of this, which is a canvas, and I bought some viscose, I believe. And yeah, so I've already done some of it. I am waiting for webbing to do most of the progress, but I have done some of it. This is going to be the front pocket, as you can see, and it's got a fun zip. It's all rainbowy because I love a good rainbow, regardless of pride. Rainbows are just cool. And yeah, there's the lining. It's this like stripy green lining that apparently my dad bought this fabric for my mum when he went to New York, and that was a very long time ago, so it's just been sitting in my mum's stash, and I was like, sure, I'll use it. Although I did run out of that lining fabric, so I also have a plain green, and I ran out of this fabric too, because some of it's in this fabric and I ran out of that, so then some of it's in plain green. So I've got 3 different types of fabric. Oops. So yeah, there's the front pocket. What else have I done? I've made a couple of straps. This was a right bugger to pull through this hole here because it's all interfaced. So it's got this like white stuff on the inside to make it a bit stiffer. So yeah, this is horrible to pull through, but there we go. So here's a strap. And there's also a bunch of triangles that go at the bottom of the webbing to go. The webbing goes in, and then this attaches somehow to your bag. I don't really know, but yeah, got some triangles. So rucksacks are tricky, or at least making struggle, at least when I try repairing a seal when my stitching broke. Yeah. Excuse me. I don't think that all rucksacks are made the same. I don't think this one needs to be sealed, which is kind of nice. But Yeah, because my webbing hasn't arrived yet. I've got so many random pieces. Okay, my webbing hasn't arrived yet, so I'm picking and choosing bits of the pattern that I can actually do. We'll go back a bit because, yeah, here we are. I got confused at picture 31 where it says about making darts, because I wasn't sure how big the darts to make or how it will work, but my mother has helped me. So I've clipped it in, so we're going to clip it in like this, sew the darts this way, so that they're like, they don't poke out on the outside, and then turn them over themselves like this. That's the end product that we're that's what we're going for. I just don't know how big to make these darts, so we're just gonna wing it. Frankly, they should have given me better instructions if they wanted me to not wing it. But yeah, sorry I'm so late today, by the way. I've not felt normal today. I don't know. Right, how big do I want to make these darts? Not as big as this, I think. I think this one's too big. So we'll put yeah, it'll be done by angle, I suppose. Let's go there. I've got a song in my head. Maybe this is right. Maybe we just do this. Hey Ellie, you slept in anyway. You stayed up late watching the football. Who was it again? It wasn't Germany last night, was it? It was Netherlands, and they lost. Oops. How's it going, Ellie? So I think this is correct. Maybe it's fine if it's all the same, but because we're going to have to fold it in another, I think it's a 3/8 of an inch, which is what this pink clip is at 3/8 of an inch. We'll just do it. Hey Rook, how's it going? You finally have got a sewing machine. Yeah, I've only just started stream today. I've got a pocket. Here's what I made earlier. And I've got some straps. I've got some backy straps that were horrible to turn through because they're really thick. And I've got some triangles. And now I'm gonna make darts, sew darts in the pocket, and then turn them over 3/8 of an inch. Because this is an American pattern, it's all in inches, and I absolutely hate that. Dutch match went to penalties. Oh, are they? So in group stage, they didn't have penalties or extra time. I guess they have that now in the in what is it, round of 32? No, Pokemon's running out of ideas and they're basically utensils now, but dead after your stall. Oh, what was your where what stall? Where what how? But that's cool. I'm just gonna have to make this up, I think. I don't want them to be too big, so I'm just like I say, making it up. We want it to just be towards the corner. I taught a friend yesterday how to use a sewing machine because she's got her own. Oh dear. What's happened there? It won't go up. I'm forever trapped. Oh, God. we've had an incident of the thing swallowing. Oh dear. Norwich Transpride. Oh, nice. I know someone that's vaguely near Norwich, I think. I think they're vaguely near Norwich. So it's specifically Transpride as well. That's cool. Bobbin getting caught is a classic. Yeah. There we go. Naughty, naughty. So you sew as well, do you? That's pretty cool. Most people that come to the sewing streams don't actually sew themselves. No, they just watch me. So you could be worse. That's not too bad for you, Ellie. I appreciate that. Oh, by the way, Stephen, I did download Sea of Thieves last night. It took a bit of an age because my internet was being weirdly slow. But I have enough space, just about. Would you like to exit? So I did think about doing it on stream today, but I was like, no, I said I was going to do a sewing stream in my server. I will do a sewing stream. It's been a while but you'd like to get back into it. Hell yeah. I'm wearing trousers that I made today. The funky trousers. Now, don't do that again, naughty machine. Where's my threads? I'm going to hold on to them. I think it swallowed the threads a little bit. Oh, he tried. He tried to yoink them. Usually I refer to this machine as she, though, actually. I'm not used to not having needle up. It's just not right. It's kind of easier in some ways having needle up. See if you still haven't got around to actually playing that. We might get a whole thing. It took me about 12 hours. My internet's good now, and it still took a while. There we go. We've got a little corner. I think that's a good size. I think we want as small as possible, essentially. It's fun though. Yeah, I mean, I used to play it every day, every single evening with my ex in what, 2021. You can sew some patches back on jacket. That'll be hand sewn though, because it's too tough for your machine. Even with like a denim needle. My machine is old, but it's also a really good one apparently, and it's not technically mine, but it is basically mine. So yeah, I think my machine would cope with denim. You got to it because I was playing it the weekend. Yeah. And so yeah, I think there's denim and needles. Dim. Done some textile painting. Ooh. There's all sorts of different machine needles for sure. I hope I'm not lying to you about a denim needle. I don't think I am. Let's get nice and even. There we go. How's the view over there, by the way? Can you see enough? Let's do like this, I think. You can see it well? Good. In an ideal world, I'd have 2 cameras, right? And like do it by laptop, but my laptop's a bit crap. Anyway, I'd have like 2 cameras, one looking at the machine, what you can see, so you see what I see, and one like that's, I don't know, looking at my face or something. I don't really know. Are those even? I think they're pretty even. Oh, they'll do. No one will notice. At some point, you've got to not be a perfectionist. Live sew reaction. Yeah, well, one time I did have the camera, like, behind the machine. And, because I was in a different room. And that did actually work quite well. It was quite good. It was kind of fun. It better not have swallowed it again. But I don't think people could see what I was doing so much. They could see, like, I could show things to people better, but I couldn't necessarily see what I was doing. Yeah, it's just, one's caught a little bit there, but that's fine. Out you get. It might be a slightly bigger dart than the others, but meh, it's small enough. Yeah, 2 cams makes sense. Yeah, except I don't have 2 cams because that's expensive. I need to try out a USB hub as well to see if I can charge my phone and put the mic in at the same time, so that you guys actually can oh, stop it, hear and see, you know. My machine's not really normally too bad with swallowing threads, but it's being a bit naughty today. This is fine. It's fine. It can be a bit naughty. I'll let it off. I'll just give the threads a pull and it tidies up anyway. Okay, so we've darted. Flip the assembled pocket wrong side up. Here we are, and fold the edges in 3/8 of an inch. Oh, bloody 8 inches. 1, 2, 3, 3/8. I'm going to do painting streams, but my schedule has no consistency. Oh, well, I feel that. I mean, I am supposed to start streams at 1:30, but today, because I was feeling a bit naff, for whatever reason, I didn't sleep super well. It's all been very late, and I needed a shower. Let's get my corners in properly. There we go. I'm just asleep during the day, but screw it, maybe I should do it. Yeah, if it would bring you joy, then you should do it. That one's a tiny dart compared to this one. Is this one a big dart? Or is this one a tiny dart? I think this one might be quite big. Oh, no, it's not that different. Oh well, let's go with it. It's Art Fight. What is that? It sounds awesome. And is there any actual fighting involved? Okay, so this one is 3/8 of an inch in, I believe. Yeah. So it sounds like it'd be like Robot Wars, but for art, and I'm into that. Let's get all the clips there. I taught a friend of mine how to sew yesterday because which is why I was out at had to stop stream early, because yeah, I went to her house and taught her how to sew because she missed my little workshop. She couldn't make it to the workshop that I ran. So this is weird. This can't be right because I'm only turning it in once. Is this what my mum told me to do? What's it look like in the picture? I mean, it kind of looks like this, but also kind of doesn't. Maybe it's more, maybe it just gets shoved rather than folded like that. I don't quite know. Don't know. Let's get the sides. Dress made was awesome. Oh, thank you. It was actually a top and a skirt, a jacket and a skirt, and I did make most of it on stream. So if you were wanting to watch it being made, you can have a look at the VOD channel. It should all be there. Don't think the corset making will be there. I think that was a bit old, but the rest of it should be there. Actually, the jacket might not be. I don't know. Some of it will be there. Some of it will be there. Some of it won't be. It's nice to teach French craft. Yeah. Well, I did run an actual like workshop, casual workshop for people, and yeah, she had to back out of that because she got cold. So yeah, I just went around her house yesterday. I haven't been around a friend's house in a little while. Corset making must be tricky. Yes and no. I mean, I guess it's tricky to get exactly the right fit, but corset making looks worse than it is. Because I mean, you make your toile first, right, and then you do all your adjustments to that, and then you just you take your pieces like that with the ribs. Well, no, because I did a historical corset pattern, and they're made for comfort rather than like style or anything else. I mean, style's a part of it, but they're mostly made for comfort. And I should have used spiral steel boning, but I was like, oh, I'm going to use synthetic whalebone because that's what they had. But then they had spiral steel lacing, it turns out, by the 1880s, and it's much more flexible and nice. But there we are. And now I've got loads of synthetic whalebone left over. But yeah, it's because it's not like hard plastic. It does bend. Synthetic whalebone kind of bends with heat, and spiral steel, I think, is just a bit more bendy. I think I saw someone use the historic ones to help with back pain. Yeah, you can get medical corsets now that are a bit closer to historical corsets. I mean, modern corsetry outside of medical corsets are not made with comfort in mind in the slightest. Like, they are awful. And that's why like actresses and things complained about them. They're not complaining about historical corsetry. Unless they were tight-laced into them, which they might well have been. But that was uncommon back then. And it was actually frowned upon as well and mocked. But no, if they're in a modern corset, that's a lot more. It's a lot more painful because you've got like more rigid boning in modern ones that don't like bend at all. Or mould to your body at all, so it's just like, from what I've heard, I've not actually worn a modern corset, so it just kind of sticks into your body because it's just straight and your body is not straight. But yeah, lots of panels as well, so that it's shaped quite close to the body. I did have to size mine weirdly because of my tum-tum. I had to like have a certain size at the bust, and then I had to like go out a bit, grade my sizing out for my tummy, and then back in again for the hips. But I didn't go back in enough for the hips, so my hips kind of the corset kind of stick out a little bit. And I've also got a slightly too long busk, so it's a bit uncomfortable sitting down sometimes. I should have got like just a couple of centimetres shorter busk, which is the bit going down the middle that's got the metal for doing up. I mean, I ordered some shorts recently and they sized me, and whenever I sat down, the bottom popped. Oh no. That's not ideal. Oh dear. I can't be doing with shorts. I need to make my own shorts because, like, whenever you go to buy shorts, they're so short. It's crazy. I mean, I don't want my bum cheeks hanging out. I saw someone the other day with shorts on that I could literally see her bum, and because she was walking up some stairs, and I was just there like, oop. Those ones weren't that short, but they are Vans. Women's shorts are so short. Yeah, women's shorts, I would not feel comfortable wearing them because I'd feel like I was exposing myself, and they're just uncomfortable because they just get up your leg. No. So I want to make some shorts. Also then because it probably won't be denim, but I could do denim. Like, do you like wearing shorts though on the inside? Yeah, that I am more. I've got my mum's given me hers to borrow. That are linen, I think. white linen, and so they're kind of big for me, but yeah, they're nice. They're a nice length because they're like here's my leg. They're like this long, which is how long I think shorts should be. You guys see that? Like here's my knee. I think shorts should be like this long. They don't need to be any shorter than that. Skinny doesn't sound anyone can wear them feel comfortable. I used to wear skinny jeans. And they weren't uncomfortable. They're a bit uncomfortable to get on. But the skinny jeans themselves weren't too bad. It was just then when you know, went to sit down, or if you had gained any sort of weight, this will not go. Never again. I didn't mind them, but at the same time, they weren't comfortable. If you had any sort of tummy, they weren't comfortable. But my legs are fairly skinny in the first place. I've got quite slim legs. Oh ho ho. Which is weird because the rest of my family do not have slim legs. We call it the Day family thigh. And I didn't inherit that for some reason. I'm the only one in my immediate family who has like relatively skinny legs. So the leg part was fine. Slightly claustrophobic, I guess, but I mean, you know, it's not that bad. But I couldn't wear bodycon dresses though. Oh my god, no way, no way, Jose. I mean, they're not my style anyway, and I think they're really unflattering. I can't lie. Whenever something's like skin tight on a woman for like a dress or something, I'm like, it just doesn't look good to me, and I feel bad about that. But there we are. So have they got big corners? I don't think so. I just don't think bodycon looks good. So how's this gonna work? Because I can't turn that in and sew it like this, which is what I'm gonna do without these also being turned in. Double turned, and I don't want them to be double turned unless I don't need to double turn, and this is fine, and it just folds over, which might also be correct, but I can't see from the picture because I've used terrible fabric in a tiny picture. Oh, I know, I might be able to get the picture on my on my tablet. If I know where to find it, which I don't. Files. That's pictures. Did I download it? Oh! Heck yeah! Okay. Alright, I can zoom in on this picture. Oh, baby, right. Oh, they said they overlocked the edge. That is not an overlocked edge. It doesn't look... It doesn't look like they've turned it twice. It looks like it's just once, but then... And they've just really squished it? How is it that shape? I think they've just turned it once, but somehow... How is it like this? It's like the same amount turned through as everything else. And same amount turned in. Maybe it's like this. If I hold it like that, it's like the world's smallest corner, but it is a corner. Maybe I just need to make it not flat, I guess. Maybe flat bad. Wait, how is this going to actually work? Because I thought it was going to like, then this would be sewn flat against the bag here. I told you this would be a stream of confusion. And then, yeah, because then Draw the pocket stitch line onto the front piece and go pattern place the assemble on the front piece. Pin the pocket on the 4 centre points as indicated on the pattern. Top stitch around it. So it will end up top stitching over these bits here. So then if the corners are like, I don't understand. I don't understand. If the corners are more 3-dimensional, like this or something, then that wouldn't work, because this bit wouldn't be away enough from the corners. Am I supposed to just not do the corners? I can see some stitching there on one tiny bit of it, but they've got the world's worst fabric. I don't know what they've done. I don't know what they've done. I'm peering at this. I think they've not turned it in twice. I think that they haven't turned it in twice. Okay. My stream preview has stopped. I'm going to just assume that it's fine. Can't you see this as a stream of confusion? I don't actually see why I need to... I mean, this is only basting anyway. I don't quite see why I need to do it. Things seem fine? Yeah, okay, so it's just a preview that stopped. Thanks, preview. I think all this confusion. Yeah, all right. I'm just gonna go for it. It's only a basting anyway. Makes it sound like I'm turkifying it or something. Who has on a butterfly's wings? All this confusion, all this confusion. Who gave the leopard spots and taught the birds to sing? I mean, I'm not going to be able to undo this very easily because of the overlocking, but so let's hope it's not going to go wrong. Oh, I'll be able to undo it from the other side. That will be a bit easier. Born of confusion, born of confusion. Well, you got the song at least. That's pretty good. So if I do it like this maybe and hold it up, this is my strat. I'm trying out this strat. I'm not quite sure how it's going to work. It's okay, machine. I know it's weird. You can do it. Come on. You got this. It's made it through. It wasn't happy with it, but it made it through. Okay. Let's just keep going with that. You know your music, don't you, Stephen? You're a music aficionado, one could say. This one bit is a little bit thick for the machine. Just go slowly over it. Help it through a little bit. You're gonna have your view blocked a little bit, sorry. It's required, I'm afraid. To get my nice corner. We'll see what it looks like from the other side. If it looks like crap, then I guess I'll redo it. As long as it's a pocket on the front of the bag at some point, then I'll count it as a victory. I don't know any James songs apart from that one song, because my brother likes Britpop and a bit more indie stuff. Oh, sit down, oh, sit down. Is that James as well? I didn't know. Sit down next to me. Sit down, 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 down. In harmony? In something, something. Oh, sit down, oh, sit down. You've got this machine. You're all good. It's sympathy. There you go. Where's James from then? What a sentence, eh? Some random dude named James. Where is this random James man from? Manchester? Hockey seems a bit random then. But that is funny though. Should use it in rugby or something. That looks alright, you know? I think that looks okay. It's gonna like go plonk on bag, I think, is the idea. I still don't quite know how the corners are gonna work. And this corner is absolutely tiny. I might have to redo that one. I think it's a bit too small. It's just kind of lost. it's just kind of gone. It's only a basting stitch anyway, because then this will get sewn onto the bag, onto the. I do think it should be flap. Shouldn't it not be a flap? And then it should be like this. Rather than flat against the back. Whatever. I'm just going to do as I'm told. So because in hockey the penalty area is a chair and the clock only starts when the bum touches the seat. Right. Okay, well we can't do next part because I need my webbing. We can't do next part of the pocket anyway. So the pocket is finito for now. I don't know if I've done this right. Yeah. I'll figure it out when we get to actually putting the pocket on. Okay, straps I can't do any more with without webbing. Triangles can't do any more without webbing. Assembled back straps. Do I need... Is this just the top of the back straps? Because I could maybe do that. Onto the bag panel. Oh, interesting. No, we'll come back to that. Okay. Side pockets and exterior sides. As you can see, I did put some clips on this pocket also when I didn't know what I was doing. Okay, so we need to dartify this as well, I think. So darts onto the lining and exterior side pocket pieces, back stitching on both ends. Is it just... Okay, so it just wants the bottom too, by the looks of it. We're not dartifying the top, which makes sense. Dartifying, new word. Do people get sin binned a lot in hockey? I can tell I've grown up in a rugby family. With sin bins. I want to make sure this is even, actually. How do I make sure this is even? I make sure this is even by putting them up against each other and then being like, I want it here. Here, please. Not sure about that one, Chief. It's going to be what it'll be. But now it's not even evenly folded. Oh dear. Oh, it's because I'm on the wrong stitch length. Okay, well, you know what, actually I'm just going to undo this one. We'll undo both of them because I need the correct stitch length. Thought it was a bit quick. Get green cards for minor fouls fairly regularly, I see, but not sin binned. I didn't know you were into hockey. Are we talking field hockey? I had to do field hockey at school and I didn't enjoy it. The girls were a bit vicious with the hockey sticks. And they would just like fully bash you in the knee and they wouldn't apologise or anything. You're like, ouch! That's a wooden stick hitting my knee. Did we like both? You know, something we like playing when I watched was Trouble by Pink. I've not heard that, I don't think. Surprised it's not like Trouble by old Tay-Tay. Taylor Swift. What's on the Father's Day of a women's hockey in London 2012? That's cool. I did go to London during the Olympics for. We went to see a bit of the marathon, so we just kind of stood on a bit of street. It was a little bit underwhelming, but it was a decent day out at least. That's more like it. I think I should maybe try to watch some archery too, but I prefer doing it than watching it at the time. That's fair. It's probably not the most exciting one to watch. I mean, it's probably more exciting if you're into it, of course, but I can imagine it being, yeah, not like mega exciting to watch. It does go by fairly quickly though. I do sometimes. I mean, I kind of will watch whatever's on at the Olympics in all honesty. So, I've watched archery sometimes. I've made one way smaller than the other again. I might redo this one. Just go over it a bit further away. Has improved as a spectator sport now? It's more of a head-to-head. Yeah, that makes sense. He's not a big sports fan. I mean, fair enough, but yeah. I'm not usually a big sports fan, but I do really enjoy the Olympicos. Olympics is like the only sports I tend to watch, unless it's something like a World Cup and and England are playing, or Britain, whoever, to cheer on, you know. I like having that bit of national pride, but I won't watch outside of that, like football at least. The curling I should watch more often though, because I do genuinely enjoy curling. Well, I've not done it, but I enjoy watching. I wish I could do it, but you have to go to Scotland, basically. Like, it kind of doesn't exist in the rest of the UK, which is really sad. I want to try curling without having to go to Edinburgh. Actually, I could go to not Wootton Bassett. It's Royal something or another. I went there last year. What's it called? It's the one down Kent way. There's a Royal something town that's southeast England, and you can do it there. How's that? That's a bit better. It's still not great, but there we are. But yeah, I won't tend to watch sports outside of that, and I only really enjoy watching people who are like actually good. Royal Tunbridge Wells, that's the one. Because I went to Royal Tunbridge Wells a couple of years ago. Wait, no, it was last year. I went and stayed in an host house with my mum. It was lovely. But yeah. So we did go to Royal Tunbridge Wells, and if I'd known, I would have gone curling. Because I love the curling. I sometimes curve my sports strap because I know not everyone's into it. I'm really into Olympics. And anything that's got like some sort of national pride about it. I'm really into it. It's a bit sad the Commonwealth Games a bit more on. Yeah, it is sad. Try curling then if it's expensive. Yeah, I saw that, and apparently it's not like that accurate anyway because it's not on ice or something. Like if I'm gonna do curling, I want it to be on ice. Okay, I need to make my lining darts the same size. Okay. Oh, this is fine. This is fine. I'll just measure how far down we are from the edge. Oh, about 3/8 of an inch again. Wow. And then it's right sides together. Yeah. Right sides together. Wait, do I want right sides together? If my pocket's like this, and then my lining is the same, does that work? I mean, maybe it does, because it would be like this. No, that we'd want it to be this way. I think we want to do it the other way. Do we? I mean, on their picture it's... I don't know. I can't tell if the pocket needs to be... which way around the pocket needs to be. Place line pocket piece on exterior pocket piece with right sides together. So we'll end up doing this. Pin and stitch the top batch stitching at both ends. If you're only doing the top, they've only mentioned sewing the top. It's not like turning right side out. It'd just be flipping it up. We'd have two separate things. We haven't sewn the sides. Are we supposed to sew the darts together? I don't think so, because then it says place the lining pocket piece onto the exterior pocket piece with right sides together. Pin and stitch the top, back stitching at both ends. Turn the pocket right side out, press the top seams, then we'd end up with this. And place the side pocket leather piece onto the top of the pocket piece. Use fabric glue to hold it in place. Okay. So then we put our leather on the top, which also hasn't come yet. Top stitch it, blah blah blah. Place the pocket onto the bottom of the side panel as indicated on the pan. I think it's meant to be square in the end, by the way. Base the sides of the pocket onto the side panel. What's happened? They've missed a step. They missed a step about the sides. Are we not doing it the same way as the big pocket? Onto the side panel as indicated on the pattern. Base the sides of the pocket onto the side panel. Or just straight up. But maybe the side panel will be on the inside too, so then it's okay. Huh? Huh? I'm looking at it closely. I mean, it does look... Yeah, the pocket... We don't do the sides or the bottom of the pocket together. We just do the top. And then you put your leather on. You place the pocket on it, but you don't do anything with the edges? And just go straight on? What happens next? And then you put more leather on above it on the side piece, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Exterior front and side pieces. The right side square, the back side both ends. So I think the idea is that the leather and the pocket are going right up to the edges of the side panel, which isn't here, but imagine a side panel, and this will be straight in the end, like, because it'll be like this or something, and end up being straight. So then the whole edge will get sandwiched with when you sew the side panel to the front and back. Well, I might overlock it anyway. Although it should be fine, because it's fully on the inside. Yeah, it should be fine. It's fully on the inside. Okay, so going back to what way round we want to do our pocket lining. I'm unsure, but basically the whole thing is going to want to kind of go like this to fit onto, so that it's square, to fit onto the side. So in fact I might actually bigger darts. I wish they would tell me how big the darts I'm doing are. That would be really hecking handy. It's so weird that it's going from round to square. So the problem is I don't know that if the lining is supposed to be on like the pocket side or the side panel side. Should this be like this and flat up against the fabric, in which case I think this would be correct, because you'd have these two like this. Or is it supposed to go like out the other way and make more of a bag? I think it's meant to be more of a bag, which actually this would be correct for. I've got it around. And so you put your stuff in between these two? No, you wouldn't put your stuff between these two. So we want it to be like this, I think. There's not a lining on the other side, is the confusion. There's only one lining, but it just goes on the side. The lining's only on the pocket side, I think. So if I want it to match this, but if I did it like this, then you'd have this sticking out on the inside of the pocket, and we wouldn't want that. So I'd have to do it like that. And then you just get a bit of a bagginess. I think, no, because then you've got the thingy outside. Hold on. Okay, so let's do a comparison. I'll clip one way and I'll clip one the other way, and I will decide based on that. Oh god, right, okay. So, corners. It will be like this. It will be like this. So we can either do it like this, and then this would be out like here, which seems incorrect. Or like this, and then it would go in like this, and that. But then you've got it on the inside anyway, so that's also incorrect. Why are they both incorrect? How is that even possible? Would it be like this? No. It'd be... Oh god, I'm having a small aneurysm. Because this is like this. Maybe I do want it more like this. And then it would be like going along the sides? No, because the sides are coming out like this. This is one of the most confusing things I've ever beholden. If it's like this, it works in this corner with like this. If it's like this, then it works in this corner, I think. But every other one we've done this has been turned through like this, in which case this doesn't work with the corner. Just hearing a man speak very... It's just like that scene in Hot Fuzz with the like... With Filcher's character. You know, Filcher's actor. Outside. So I could... I think... Maybe like this. Maybe we do it like this and just do because it can't be this way round, because then you'd fold it on itself like this, and then you'd have the raw edge on the inside, which you wouldn't want. So although that fits the corner better, I think you want the opposite. I mean, normally you'd do this, right, though? But maybe we just I'm going with this version. I'm going with this. I'm hoping for the best, okay? Okay. Just do it. I just don't like undoing it, because undoing is annoying. I might have to redo it all anyway, to be honest, so... Wow, he's so West Country. I don't know who this person is, but they're so West Country. I can't even say West Country without sounding West Country. Is that 3/8 in? More or less. This is a tiny triangle. That's the world's smallest dart. But maybe that's fine. I might end up making these darts bigger. I don't know what I'm doing. Souviens-toi, viens avec moi, viens avec moi. Souviens-toi, viens avec moi, viens avec moi. I don't actually know French, by the way. Is my, like, am I accidentally ignoring chat because it's not working, or is it just no one's chatting right now? I mean, that's fine. I just want to make sure that things haven't broken. Still here? Okay, yeah. Things have not broken. Cool. Lurking is totally fine. I just wasn't sure if there was an issue, because usually lurking in this channel doesn't go on for too long. Okay, I'm just going to say that that's correct. I'm just going to decide that that's correct. And now we're going to sew the top together, but right sides together. So when your chat was broken on Saturday? Oh no. That wasn't when you were doing Sea of Thieves, was it? Wasn't that Sunday? I don't know anymore. It is annoying when that sort of thing happens, though, and because you have no idea that it's broken, and then you're just like, oh. I tell you what, I'm having a little ditty to a song by the Pirouettes, I believe they're called, and I think that's just 3/8 of an inch. Yeah. And apparently the style is French indie-tronica, and oh my god, banging style of music. It was a bit early before you arrived. Oh, okay. Who was that? I'm now releasing your chat. That's funny. You definitely got my attention by playing Sea of Thieves, because I wouldn't have watched someone that I wasn't friendly with. play that game. But because I actually like you, unlike my ex or someone random on the internet, I thought, you know what? Let's have a look. Let's have a peep. I remember when I broke up with my ex though, because this was like such a big thing for our relationship, like was playing pirate game, as we called it. When we broke up, I was like, I kind of swore off pirate game, but my ex just didn't stop playing at all. He just found someone, he found a new group to play with, and I was like, oh, I guess it didn't like mean that much to you then. What a guy. What a guy. Okay. Turn pocket right side out and press top seam. I'm not going to press it because I've not got the iron here. What else tends to be dependent on who's around that week. Interesting. Well, maybe one time we could do a bit of Sea of Thieves together or something on your channel. I probably won't stream it on mine. I could be a bit more casual if I'm not streaming. I feel like I have to put on personality a little bit for mine. I mean, I don't like fake my personality on stream, but I do like dial it up a little bit, if you know what I mean. It's like me to the maximum on my stream. And I have two sides to me. I have the casual side to me, and I have the like normal side. It does use a lot of energy for me streaming. Okay. We have a pocket. And now I would use leather, which hasn't arrived yet. Let's do the other pocket. We are streaming still me, but there is still a performing aspect. Yeah, exactly. And like when it's me streaming, I feel like I have to be a bit more careful about what I'm saying and doing. And you know, welcome new people in and things, and there's just more responsibility involved. Okay, now I just got to figure out what I did. What I did on that one. That's correct. Yeah, that's correct. Have a fling partner out with stuff? No worries. I appreciate the look. I hope your partner's doing alright. Obviously, we mentioned it yesterday. I imagine not much has changed in the last day. But yeah. Did she get time off from work? I imagine she would. I think America's the only country to be backwards enough to not give you time off work if you had a pen something. What's it? What would it be called? Appendiostomy. 2 weeks. Oh, so you have to figure out what you're going to do together. How are you going to use your 2 weeks? I mean, not really doing things together, but you know what I mean. Probably what you're going to do together is just chill out. It's funny that I'm more teacher made on my channel than on someone else's. I'll end up effing and jeffing unless they specifically request to be family friendly. I would not have guessed that you would be effing and jeffing. Actually, I know I don't swear on my stream, but I don't mind other people swearing on my stream. And I don't mind people swearing in chat. It's just basically so that people can have my stream on out loud and not have to be too worried about if I'm gonna swear or not. Because there have been people I've watched where, because I'm still living at home, I can't have them on like the telly or something because I know that they're probably gonna swear, and my parents hate swearing. I mean, they're kind of fine with swearing, but also hate other people swearing, if you know what I mean. It's fine when they do it, but when other people do it, oh. And if the C word gets used, my mum does not like that. Which, fair enough, I suppose. You don't imagine it's more surprised if I do say something and people are like, wait, Stu swears. Yeah, they probably would have the same thing with me, actually. I do swear on other people's streams and things. I'm not a heavy swearer because I don't really see the point in swearing. It's not like when I'm doing family friendly or like my normal streams, which you could argue aren't really family friendly. It's not like when I do them that I'm like, you know, swearing all the time. Or like, oh, sorry, that I have to like concentrate on not swearing or anything. This is same inside and out, so I can kind of do whatever. We can do whatever. Technicolor. Technicolor. I have been known to swear on occasion. When it's funnier to swear than to say an alternative, which isn't very often, in my opinion. I just think swearing is a bit lazy compared to being more creative. Like, you could call someone, you know, a effing idiot, or you could call them a plonker. Which one's better, you know? I think plonker is a great insult. Or a spanner. These are all much better than if you just used, like, swear word adjective. When swearing is my default mode, I never nearly swore once as a teacher when I got a static shock from a student walking past. Or a salad. What? What do you mean, or a salad? Do you mean a word salad? I guess. Like, I say crumbs a lot, and people find it hilarious. They won't find it hilarious if I just straight up said the S word, you know? That would not be hilarious. That would be boring. You salad. That is not a thing. I mean, anything can mean idiot in British slang, but you salad is not a thing. I swear. Swear as much as they used to. I think that's a good thing. Because also it means then that, like, if you're around kids or something, you don't have to worry. Because you know, you're unlikely to swear. It's from Radio 1 back... From Radio 1 back in the day. I've never heard that before in my life. But yeah, you can basically make anything mean idiot in British English. Especially if you chuck absolute. If you chuck absolute in there, you know exactly what it means. If there's an absolute in there, it just means idiot. Like, I don't think there's ever a time where you could say you absolute blank and it not mean idiot. It's crazy. You absolute salad. Turnip is a good one. I do like turnip. Absolute turnip. Maybe that's why it's salad, because it's like a turnip salad. Do you get turnip salads? Probably. I feel like you can get anything as a salad. But you can just say you turnip. Or turnip head. Or if you're a fan of Merlin, the TV show, dollop head. That's a classic. Merlin with the OG insults, you know what I'm saying? What a show. I love that show. R.I.P. Anthony Head. Absolute cutie. Okay, no, you are correct. That would not be idiot, to be fair. Okay, yeah. I'm livid, Ellie. You've found a flaw in my argument. Gazeboed. Yeah, it's turning any noun into a past tense verb to make it sound like being very drunk. Yeah, exactly. Just anything. It's absolutely gazeboed. And especially if you say it in a posh boy voice. Like that. Who's absolutely gazebo the other day. I couldn't believe it. It's gonna be bounced by a compliment. Okay, fair enough. Trolleyed is a classic for that, I think. I've done it the wrong way round. I thought I did it the right way round. That's disappointing. This one I managed to do the right way round. This one works. This one's not worked. I think partly because it's double-sided. I've got confused. Quick unpick. Which I believe is also the name of a tool. Oh, it's so much easier when you can actually see the thread. That one just came to mind because Wimbledon's happening. I remember my ticket terms conditions specifying no gazebos allowed, and he was carrying a gazebo to Wimbledon. You never know, I suppose. You've got to... Maybe it's happened once and then they were like, okay, we're going to have to put it in all the terms and conditions now, even though it's ridiculous. It sounds like something that they didn't expect, and then they couldn't tell them off because it wasn't in terms and conditions. Even though it's like, why would you do this? I've still got that song in my head, by the way, that I was humming earlier, that's in French, which is why I don't entirely know the words. I don't think I was entirely making them up, though. Ellie, do you speak French? Because of being Belgian. Out of interest. Because obviously there's like Belgian French. Do you speak French? Used to be able to a little bit. Se lève-toi, viens avec moi, viens avec moi. I think this is right. I'll just clip it and then I'll check before I actually sew it this time. Which probably would have been a sensible thing to do the first time, but there we are. It's because I'm an absolute plonker. Plonker is a good one. I do like plonker. But yeah, Trolleyed is a classic, but also feels extremely posh boy. Pretty much if you say anything in posh boy accent, it feels like it means drunk or idiot. That's oh god. Why do they always sound like such twats, honestly? Oh my god, pet peeve. It makes me feel sick to my stomach when I hear Americans say twat. I'm like, huh, what are you doing? Get that word out of your mouth if you're going to say it like that. Even if you say it the correct way. I still don't want to hear an American saying it, to be honest, but I will allow it the correct way. But if you say twat, like, no. You're not allowed to say it anymore if you say twat. There's one of the like rom-com films that says it, and every time that line comes when I watch the film, I'm like, no, this is wrong. It's horrible. It's an assault on the ears. You just can't do that if you're gonna. You just can't say it like that. I will say that I wouldn't like swear on stream. Well, it's kind of not swearing. It's stretching the limits of swearing. No one said that wasn't allowed. Right. Side pocket number 2. Done. 2 different coloured pockets, but never mind. What can I do next with the stuff I have? Exterior bag. Making exterior bag. So that's front and side pieces with right sides together. For the other side piece, pin and sew the exterior back piece to the two side pieces. I can actually do that bit. I can't sew it to the front yet, because the front hasn't been fully made. Although neither has the sides. Yeah, okay, I can't do that either because I haven't got the leather. So yeah, I can't. Then the bottom will go on it, and we'll have a vague bag, if you can believe that. Assemble the lining in the same manner as the exterior. I can do that. And make the zipper pocket. I can also do that. And then we're going to bag in the bag, stitch, turn bag round to make a different bag in bag. Okay. Make zippy pocket. Appendix A1. Zippy pocket. Zippy! Oh, I haven't got the bloody zip. Okay, well, that's a bit annoying, isn't it? We'll come back to that one. We can make the lining bag, at least. That's about it then that I can do, I think. It feels like we're almost done because it's like the last pages, but we're not almost done because I've skipped half the steps, so I can't do them yet. Oh, Jesus. Do I want to change to a green thread for the lining? I don't think we'll ever see it. So, no. It took me a minute there, but we got there. How's the flap going to work? It hasn't mentioned the flap, has it? When do we do the flap? It just doesn't tell you how to put the flap on. Oh no, put the leather strap onto the flap. Oh no, okay, so we do flap at the end. Right, that's fine, I guess. Wait, do we line a flap at the start as well? I want to make sure. Yeah, you line it and you do it. Okay, we're doing this step 74. That makes it sound like there's loads of steps, but I mean all the steps go pretty quickly. Okay, so we've got back and side and bottom, and we want just the linings from said parts. Is that all of the bits? I think that's all of the bits. Sur le toit, viens avec moi. I really hope that's actually how it goes and I don't just sound like a bloody idiot. Okay, this one is, these are side panels. I get confused about what's what in a minute, so I better put it in the right place, eh? Side. This is bottom, I know that. Bottom. Oh. I shouldn't have put the bag of stuff down. Ooh. Get in there properly. Bottom. What's this? Oh, that's the assembled front piece thingy there. It turns out I wasn't supposed to cut out. It's just really annoying because it's just a waste of fabric. This one is front and back. I think the front and the back are the same piece. So we just need to go side, front, back. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, front and back panel. I'm pretty sure they're just long rectangles and they don't have any shaping to them. I mean, it looks like a big long rectangle if you ask me. I don't think we need to think about front and back anyway. Right, and then this one's also one of these, so I'll put it in with that. Okay. Front, back, side, bottom. Let's not get confused, ideally. Front and side pieces right sides together. This is where I can use my little thing if I want. Look, I've got a little stitch guide thingy and you can put it on your base plate and then you can put it at your 3/8 of an inch. And then you've got a little guide. So let's get a front or a back. Let's get a side. We pinaroo. Like this. They should all have stripes facing the correct way, in theory. And I think that we're dealing with just rectangles, which makes things easier for me because it means I don't have to think about what way round things should be. And I like easy. Wonder what my battery on my phone's like. I do kind of want to see what I'm doing. There we go. Oh, that song's in my head. Can someone get a different song in my head, please? That's not in French, so I don't sing it wrong. Did I join Music League in the end? I did, but I realised it's too late to do queer artists. I might not bother. I don't want to be overbearing to Shadow. You know? Like, we haven't even had the collab yet. And I don't wanna freak her out. You know? As lovely as she is, she might get a bit weirded out if I'm a bit too around. Just because she agreed to do a collab with me. You know what? I'm going to take this off. I don't want it. Don't want it. Is it? It is a big rectangle. This is good. It's a big rectangle on a big rectangle. This week's is open and the category is the most open one. It's the pick any previous week's category. Oh. What category are you doing for your song? Music League? Yeah, Shadow's Music League. The person who I'm collaborating with on Thursday has Music League is built into Spotify, and it like you submit a song for a category or thing, whatever you want to call it, and then at the end it makes a playlist of all those songs that people submitted, and everyone votes on the favourites, as far as I know. It does mean you need to use Spotify though, which has its own can of worms, but I do use Spotify, so it's pretty cool. Potential spoiler if I'm the only one doing that one, but it's this obscure soundtrack category. Oh. I don't know what would be an obscure... Maybe obscure soundtrack for me. I think because I'm probably not going to actually enter the league. I think I would do the Anno 1404 soundtrack. One of the ones from that, because God, I love that game. It's one of my favourite games of all time, and it has got a good soundtrack. Or maybe FTL. FTL's got a really good soundtrack. Or Dust Force. Dust Force has a really good soundtrack too, and that game is quite niche. So many games. You're just gonna show us something that isn't the main theme tune. Okay. Yeah, I really like, It Isn't Meant to Be Snowing, I believe is the name of the track from Dust Force. It's a niche game, not the main theme. Just find it. Yeah, it's on Spotify. I know my stuff. Pete Prosphere, okay, yeah. Side number 2. Why do I have 3 sides? What? I appear to I have 4 sides. Why do I have 4 sides? But I've also got a back piece. I've cut out 2 extra side pieces than I need. For God's sake, I keep wasting fabric. I could have made a blimmin' side pocket out of the correct fabric. I want to see now. I want to see if I had enough. If I had enough. Oh, that's a little son of a gun. I just about didn't have enough. But I would have done if I didn't cut 2 extra side pieces out that I didn't need. Why would I do this? Okay, I actually need to check the pattern piece because I want to see if I'm vindicated or not. Where's the sides gone? I think this one's the sides. Side panel. Cut 2. I cut 4. Okay, I'm not vindicated. Well, that's annoying. I could have had everything use the same fabric. Potentially. I don't think I would be able to use everything, actually. I don't think I would have got the flap and the side panels out of this fabric, but I could have got the side panels probably. Or the flap, I would think. And now I've got unmatching side panels when I could have had matching side panels. Oh my god. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. I'm just an absolute idiot. Why? I've cut out yesterday, or whenever it wasn't yesterday, but I was cutting out, I realised I cut out the wrong interfacing, so you want 2 of one side, 2 of the other, so that you have 4 pieces, but 2 of them are reflected from the other side. And I managed to cut out 3 in one direction and 1 in the other. So I had to recut the 3rd one to be so that I had 2 of each side. But then I went and cut it wrong again. So I had 2 incorrect way round pieces just hanging out of interfacing. Luckily, interfacing is fine. Like, you're not really wasting stuff in the same way, especially if you've got smaller pieces that you could use it. But it's not ideal, especially because I don't think that was a very cheap interfacing. Well, I mean, it was my mum's, but yeah. And now but this one's actually a problem because I could have had everything almost matching if I didn't cut out this wrong. This is pain. This is pain. Now, I've used up like every single bit of this fabric as well. There's none left. Hence why, you know, I had to then change onto different fabric. So I ran out of this fabric. And I still wouldn't have enough for everything, I don't think, but could have got more out of it. Ah! Well, I do this like every project, I swear. I will cut something wrong every single project. This one's a new one for me though, cutting more of something than it says to cut. Cutting wrong is much more what I do, or sewing wrong. Which is what I did on the skirt a couple of times. I didn't cut anything wrong with the skirt, but I did sew it wrong. In that I kept sewing like non-opposite sides together. And having to redo, if you remember. I try so hard to pay attention and not be a silly billy. But as we all know, I am the queen of silly billies. No one is better at being a silly billy than me. It's a skill. Okay. Well, I've got, it doesn't matter that it doesn't match. This is going to be a big rucksack. I've got my sides on. Pin and sew the exterior back piece to the two side pieces with the right sides together in the same manner. Yep. Takes real talent to be that silly. Exactly. Exactly. I'm going to just put it out of my mind and forget about it. It is what it is. If I'd given myself more time for this project, I could have found a nice lining fabric. But once again, I'm doing things last minute a little bit. Well, I've got a few weeks. I mean, I'm going on the 16th of July. So I've got 2 and a little bit weeks. But not everything's come yet for it. I need my webbing, and I need leather and things, which it's on its way. It is on its way. It was dispatched yesterday. Took them a little bit to get it in their warehouse, which is annoying. And after I ordered, I saw in like the Bath Sews chat people complaining about the website that I bought it from, which was Minerva, by the way, and how stuff just like never arrived, and some of it arrived and it was awful, and I was like, oh god. Ow, why is that clip so hard? So all in all, I've done a cat classic again of doing everything last minute and panicking and stressing also. I was stressing ordering stuff because I wanted to order the right things. It is what it is. It will be a fun little secret that half the pockets won't have the same. Oh, I haven't done a back stitching. So there's going to be a long lot of back stitching. It'll be our little secret, a fun little secret that the 2 pockets have entirely different linings, and also didn't need to be entirely different linings. It'll be our little secret, okay? Don't tell anyone. I mean, I've never made a rucksack before, but I can't blame that in this case. But it is kind of complicated, as it turns out. Have I run out of bobbin? No, okay, good. I thought I'd run out of my bobbin thread. Me bobbin! Bobbin is such a cute name, can I just say? If I ever get a cat, I should call it Bobbin. But is Bobbin more of a male or female cat name? What do we think? It feels like it would be like an intersex cat name, but I don't think there's many intersex cats in the world, so if I were to get a cat, the chances of it being intersex feels extremely low. Therefore, I would have to choose. Is Bobbin a male or female cat name? You can't say you agree with it being a good name. It's a great name. What do you mean for a cat? Bobbin's a great name for a cat. I mean, if I got a dog, I would be very tempted to name it Rufus. Because Rufus just is a dog name, let's be honest. A family friend of ours used to have a dog called Max, but my brother's also called Max, so that was always an awkward one. Is there any animal that you would feel comfortable calling Bobbin? I think it's a good cat name, but I could be persuaded for a different animal to be called Bobbin. I think it's slightly more male, but maybe because it's got Bob. Yeah, I was wondering that. But I think being Bobbin does change it. My uncle's called Bob. I probably shouldn't have said that. Ignore that. Another secret. Don't remember it, please. You think like Pippin is a bloke in Lord of the Rings? Pippin could be a female though. I also thought of Pippin. It made me think of Pippin because Rachel Maxey's little new dog, who's an absolute cutie, is a boy, I think, and called Pippin. And they call him Pip for short, which is really cute. But it's also kind of like Poppy, you know what I mean? I think Bobbin could be either a male or a female. But it's not like... Bobbin doesn't feel like a name for any other animal except maybe a rabbit or like a hamster. I could see an argument for that. But I think it suits a cat best. Because it's a cute name, like Pippin, it's cute. And I'm not saying dogs aren't cute, but they're like a different kind of cute, you know? They're not a whimsy cute. I feel like, well, cats in reality probably aren't very whimsy, but they feels like they should have whimsy names. If it's a whimsy cat, if it's a bit of a silly cat, or a cute cat, you think it could easily be that? Yeah, I think it is a fairly gender neutral name. I do know someone whose cat is called Pandora, and I can't remember whose cat it is that's Pandora, but it's a pure black cat. It's really lovely, and I thought Pandora is a great name for that. Cute cat Cthulhu. Yeah, but that's a great name also, partly for the irony, right? It's a cute cat, but it's called Cthulhu. The irony. I enjoy the irony in that. Did I? I think I might have lost my bottom piece to the back of the thing. No. Oh no. My torch is on my phone. Guys, can you see? Can you see the thing? No, can I turn my torch on? No, I can't turn the torch. You can't see anything down there. That's pitch blackness. Squints. Oh, this thing's so heavy though. I've moved it the teeniest amount. I can't get my hand down far enough. Maybe if I move the wool. Oh no. It's definitely there. Can I come in from the side? No. I need something long. I need long fingies. Oh, it's raining. Oh dear. Let me close this window. Let's see what I've got. Oh, maybe. Oh, hold on. There's a bunch of coat hangers here. Oh, I knew this was going to happen. I was trying to make it not go down here, but I failed at that, didn't I? I got it! It's probably horribly dusty. Give it a good flap about. Okay. That's how much I moved it, by the way, was that amount. God, the towel of wool is quite heavy. It's surprisingly heavy. Ow. Okay. I don't know why there's a pillow. Okay. Hooray! A bobbin would be a small dog cat, it wouldn't be a husky. At the same time though, the irony would be funny if it were a husky. I do love a husky, by the way. I'd be down to have a husky. Okay, right. Now I've got my back piece back. Place exterior bottom piece onto assembled bag panel right side to go, matching at 4 points indicated on the pattern. I might have to get my piece out because well, this is looking exactly the same on each side to me. Where's bottom? Is that bottom? This bottom? Bottom. Up. Bottom. Are these the I think it's these markings. How's this going to help? It's got like a line here. You're quite scared of dogs? That's fair. I used to be. One of my old archery teammates has a husky called Rocky. He's a lot of fun, but he has the energy of a husky and he's huge. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'd only have a husky if I was like living by the sea or something, so he can run around on the beach. I ain't keeping up with them. I guess we just go middle of the side panel though for middle of that. I did not need to get the piece out. It's huge. Look how tall this is. It will get a bit gathered together at the top, but still. I had some bad experiences with dogs when I was little. And also as a teenager a little bit. So yeah, I understand. Right, we need right sides to... Wait, how does this work? I did something like this similarly, but by hand. Luckily, all pieces are the same. We love that. Okay, so... I think we want it the other way around. Because we're going to have it like this. But yeah, we want it the other way around. Okay, we go... So I had a friend with a dog who I got kind of used to. I had a friend with a dog. Their first dog was alright, but their second dog was absolutely terrifying and very naughty, and it scared the hell out of me. And I think they were like, it came from a bad background or something, the dog, so they were like trying to help it and things, but they had like young kids and things, and I was blooming terrified of this dog. Okay, so let's get the middle of this piece. If I fold it in half and give it a crease, then we can see the middle. I mean, I could do this with pins, but a crease should suffice, I think. And then we can crease this as well. Oh, I'm getting hungry. What time is it for me? Could do exclamation mark cat time, that'll work. $5:43. Oh, it's not that close to dinner time. I mean, it's close-ish. I've got another. I might have to have me other biscuit. I didn't have a proper lunch because I had to have breakfast lunchtime because I was late up. It's a whole thing. Okay, let's get these two midpoints together. Here and here. Clip. And we'll do the same on the other side. Here and here. And you volunteered in Zanzibar? What? You volunteered in Zanzibar? One of the group was scared of cats. Unfortunately, one of the streets on the way to a place that was nicknamed Cat Alley. She would take a massive detour just to avoid it. Oh, that's a shame. Scared of cats is unusual, I think, but allergic to cats, very usual. My poor father, and I think my sister to some degree, are a little bit allergic to cats. But they haven't noticed when, like, I've gone to, like, my therapist, because she has a cat. Her most recent cat passed away not too long ago, so she's recently got a new cat who had to be indoors for a bit because he was a rescue. He was like running around. I do feel a bit funky about outdoor cats though, because, well, there's a cat somewhere down my street that likes to poo everywhere. It's really annoying. Like on our driveway in our back garden. And there's also, like, the cats are so bad for the wildlife. Like, they hunt so many birds. Because there's like an overpopulation of cats compared to every other animal. Okay, now I've somehow got to make it work around here. with a round thing going onto a square thing. What could go wrong? We might need to do easing, I'm not entirely sure. Yep. At first, Risvers were like unusual, but we believe you. They realised just how much she couldn't be near the woman without freaking out. Oh, so she wasn't just afraid, she had like a phobia. That's fair. I know someone with that with moths. And like, then people laughed at him when there was a moth near and he would sprint off, and I was just there like, don't laugh. This is not like a funny thing. I know it seems funny because like he's run off because of a moth of all things, but like to him it's not funny. I don't know. I wasn't very amused by people laughing at that. And if someone's got a phobia or a fear of something and someone else thinks it's funny to then taunt them with it, oh my god, no. No, no, no. Like, that is not okay. That makes me rage when people do that. Like, wow, congrats, you don't have a phobia. That doesn't mean you get to mock other people's. My family have done that on occasion. I've been like really having like sensory overload to sound, and they've just kind of mocked me for it, and like played the sound that was giving me sensory overload. Happens every Christmas because there's this blimmin' player that they've got is of Christmas songs, but they're the most screechy, low quality MIDI things, and yeah, it's awful. And they get it out every year, and I'm like, can you not just play it when I'm not here? They're like, oh, but I want to play it now. And I'm like, well, that's nice, but please have some manners. To see a little bit messed up. It is a little bit messed up, I think. The cat and pet talking about that I acquired some baby Cthulhu pictures. Yes. So when you've got Cthulhu, she wasn't a baby then? Charged to? Exactly. And I'm just there like, I'm here having sensory overload. And in genuine pain. Because this player is such bad quality that it genuinely hurts my ears. Like, it's not just me exaggerating and being like, oh, how nasty are my ears. I'm like, I am in pain. And yet they still find it amusing to play it in front of me. And they're like, oh, can't you just put your fingers in your ears? I'm like, well, I could, or you could just wait until I'm not in the room. How about that? Like, oh, but I want to play it now. I'm like, please, have some human decency. But there we are. Smell. Got her when she was about 5 months. She was staying at the vet's house for quite a while for treatment for her eyes. Oh, right. Bless her. I bet she's a real cutie, though. Just that my partner had the pictures and I didn't. Ah, now you also have the pictures. Oh ho ho! It's very weird joining a square and a slight circle together. Not quite sure how this is going to go. Also, I'm getting notifications on my phone. which you guys are watching from. So apologies for that. Oh dear. That's the sound of low battery. I was hoping I wouldn't get low battery. Well, hopefully we'll make it until dinner time. If it stops randomly, I do apologise. Okay, this is going to be a weird one to sew, but I will do my best. Let's start here. Why not? Are we on 20% now? 20%, okay. Hopefully we can make it to the end of stream, but we'll see. It wasn't at 100% when I started, to be fair. But at least we've had a whole stream with good mic, so that's nice. Nice for you guys. No. Oh no. My fabric's running away. Come back here, fabric. Oh, this is hard. Why is it a curve on a not curve? Why did they do this to me? Yeah, make sure my phone's fully charged the night before a stream. Just in case you never know how much battery you're gonna need. Yeah. I just I can't at the moment charge it and wait, am I doing this the wrong way around? Should I be doing it this way? No, I don't think it matters. I can't charge it and have my good mic in, so otherwise I do have a power bank that I would be using. I will work on a solution, especially before EMF, for vlogging. Now this bit's become a complete mess and it's going to tuck. This is not good. Oh lordy lordy. Where's my cool stick? Oh, cool stick, where have you gone? Here's cool stick. think I've done the first couple of corners, which are the hard part. Okay. Do more creative stuff again, but the question of what is always in the way. Do you have the equivalent of a hobby craft? Somewhere that just sells loads of craft stuff and a lot of kits? Or is there something that you've seen that you're like, I want that? It's generally where I go with it. I get ideas of, oh, I really like this dress or something, and then I'm like, I should make it, because I can't buy clothes anymore because I'm always like, oh, I could make that. It's a bit of a blessing and a curse. Tricky bit. Oh wait, no, I'm not actually at the tricky bit yet. Oh god. I've got even more tricky to go. I was on the straight bit. Oh, what the heck. Oh no. No, no, no. Open sesame. But no, kits are good. I like a good kit to get into a new hobby. Don't recommend making a bag as an introduction, I'll tell you that. So it's not easy. Possibly unsurprisingly, but yes. Another corner done. You have to go watch more footballs thanks to stream? No problemo, enjoy footy. I'll let you know about Sea of Thieves, by the way, but I might just test it out myself at some point. See if I can get the hang of it again by myself. I will warn you now though that when I play Sea of Thieves, I do like to be in charge. I might be a bit better these days, but I was captain. I was captain of me and my ex. I was the captain of a small ship, but every time I played with someone with more people, I was also still captain. I had this bossy side of me. And Sea of Thieves is a game where it could come out sometimes. Just to warn you, if you don't want me to be bossy, I'm not the. If you don't want to be bossed around, I'm not the person to play with. I know what I am. Never roll these like a plate up. Fair enough. That's just as well. There's one person in particular that I played with a couple of times, and we got into some proper arguments because they wouldn't not listen to me, and I was trying to tell people what to do a little bit, not in a crazy bossy way, but in a this is let's do this sort of thing, and then he wouldn't listen to me, and I was starting to fume. Alright, we've got one small tuck, but it's so small that I'm quite pleased with my efforts, actually. Yeah, I've managed to get another tuck there. Oh, it's not really a tuck. Okay, it's more like a fold than a tuck. The same over here. I managed to get a round piece on the bottom of a square piece. Clip and trim the round seams. I can do that. Where's my... So, where you've got round seams like this, you often want to then like give them a clipping afterwards. Just cut into the seam, like so that it can turn a bit easier. Then you can spread it out a bit more and it turns nicer. I don't know what this cutting technique is, but there we are. So then it spreads nicer and goes flatter. You've only ever soloed Sea of Thieves? A solo is fine, it's better, I think, with multiplayer. Even if only just 2 people. I think solo is like the worst way to play it in terms of how much fun you're having. But partly also because back when I played, it looks a little bit different now. It was very aggressive. Everyone was very aggressive. And they did not care if you were a solo sloop or not. Yeah, if you had treasure, regardless of if you were solo or not, they wanted it. And so you can kind of defend yourself a little bit better if you're not solo. From the looks of it, it looks a little bit less aggressive now, which is nice in some ways. Although it looks a bit too peaceful in some ways. But yeah, you'd have to always have like an eye over your shoulder, you know, back when I played. Just having any amount of treasure on your ship was a risk. And it doesn't look quite so bad with that now. Having seen Stephen play it. I was about to call him Steve, and I realised I don't even know if he likes going by Steve. I don't know where that came from. I did solo one time when I did a solo bit of Sea of Thieves. I did a whole Athena's run, which is like extreme loot because it's the level 50 Pirate Legend quest. And then I got it all stolen from me by like a brig. So there I was, a solo getting stolen from, and I have never raged so hard in my life. Like literally, I was like slapping the pillow and stuff, slamming it against the bed. I was proper fuming. Because I didn't want to scream. And I've never raged that hard before or since, even while playing Splatoon, and I've raged while playing Splatoon on occasion. Alright, I think we're kind of done. I would make the zippy pocket because I don't necessarily need anything for it, but I'd want to wait to cut the line in it for my zip to come. But yeah, essentially what we'll have is this bag will go, well actually the exterior bag will go inside this bag. We sew around the top and then we'll go whoop 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 whoop, turny turny turny, and then lining will be on the inside. Except I've done it the wrong way. I've told you the wrong way around. We'll do it this, you have it this way and then you put the exterior in and then you turn it round and you end up with, you go whip 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 whip, and then you have your lining correctly on the inside with no raw edges showing and your exterior bag on the outside. This is pretty enormous though if I put it on my back. How big is it on my back? It's quite a large backpack. Quite large. Get more sad when you get angry. I feel that. I'm usually the same. Well, I don't know. I think I went through the stages of grief that time, honestly. I definitely got angry and sad, but mostly angry. I'm not normally an angry person, which is yeah, it was kind of weird for me. Okay, well, seeing as I'm almost out of battery anyway, and I can't do any more until my other supplies arrive, I'll probably end stream here. It's almost time anyway. Yeah, I mean, we've only got like half an hour or something. A bit of a short stream, but there we are. Yeah. Don't know if I'll stream more of this, because I'll probably get on with it, but I don't know how long it'll take. I do want to do more Crab Souls at some point, so I don't like stop playing it. Because if I don't play it for long enough, I won't pick it up again. Yeah. So I don't know what will happen with streams of this. I just felt like I wanted to get on with it. I wanted to do it this morning, and then I had to have extra sleep and things. I wasn't feeling great. And then I needed a shower and things in the afternoon. So basically, I probably wouldn't have streamed this today, because I would have done it this morning. Worked on it this morning instead. So yeah, I don't know. Oh wait, on Thursday I've got the evening stream. There may or may not. I think I will probably do an afternoon stream as well. Something vaguely chill, I think. But there might not be a stream Thursday afternoon, because there'll be the Thursday evening one, which is the usual variety thing. If anyone hasn't already seen the Google form that I posted in general in the server, it's also in the pins. If you could fill that out, that'd be great, because I'm going to use it in the future to get an idea of what people enjoy watching for randomizers. So yeah, if you could fill that out, then I'll build a randomizer for tomorrow, a new one, and we'll start that. I don't know if it'll be a long one or a short one. Depends what games I get given. And I mean, I will choose based on that, rather than like just fully go straight off of what the results are. But yeah, have a good evening, everyone. Enjoy your dinner if you haven't already had it. I appreciate you all. I don't think there's anything else. Thanks for watching. All that jazz. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye now. Bye all.